Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here in court today with Michael Carter and Leslie Carter. Mr. and Mrs. Carter, you have been married for 18 years. You, however, believe your marriage is at an end, but looking for the slightest ray of hope that it might be saved. However, if you can't find a way to come back at it, Mrs. Carter, you want Mr. Carter to pay you $600 for, this is, again, a divorce court first, the engagement rings he slipped off of your finger while you were asleep.
Yes, ma'am.
So we will get to that momentarily, but before we do, Mr. Carter, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why we're here in divorce court today?
Well, Your Honor, met my wife back in '94.
Uh-huh.
She was working at a convenience store. I was doing roofing work.
93.
Hang on. Go ahead.
We met and fell in love. We ended up getting married. We were living the American dream. I mean, we had a really nice home, had our first child together, and some bad things started happening. There was an incident at the store where she worked, where she was robbed at gunpoint and was brutally raped.
Oh.
And since
so
that
sorry, Mrs.
point,
Carter.
it's been hard to deal with.
When you say it's been hard to deal with, have you both had a difficult time recovering from what occurred? Or are you is she having a difficult time and you're having a difficult time dealing with what she's dealing with?
You know, the thing is, Your Honor, I kind of blamed her. You know, I was talking about how, you know, she was dressing provocatively. And, you know, I guess my anger towards this other person, I just took it out on her. You know, and,
may I?
Did you talk to anybody? Didn't anybody, like, on the head and say, look, here, women don't ask to be raped. I don't care what they're wearing. This is an act of aggression and violence. It has nothing to do with sexual desire. Nobody said that to you?
That we did. We went to counseling, and the counselors, you know, informed us that this is actually something that happens with couples. When this happens, it's, I don't see how it could be a natural reaction, but that's, you know, the point they made is that sometimes, you know, the spouse will blame the other person.
Uh-huh. Mrs. Carter, what do you have to say about what happened and its
Well,
effect on your marriage?
The thing is, what happened was, to begin with, we've been going through this whole thing with this drug use, starting off with him since we met.
Cheating too, you know.
This was before?
This was before
the incidents in the convenience store. Okay, uh-huh.
And then after this happened, it seemed like he went more towards it. It didn't even feel like he was there for me. Mm-hmm. And then I just, you know, not having him there and having to deal with it day in, day out. And then I just wound up, hey, if I can't beat him, join him.
And
I started using
fell down the chute as well.
Yeah.
That's sad. That's sad, because neither one of them asked for it. Neither one of them asked for it. Ain't nobody say, well, hey, today I want to go to work and then this happened. They didn't ask for that. But that just show you, bro, that just show you how fast, bro, like things are torpedo, and then you'll look up and you looking up to see the light. You can't really see the light. That's tough. That's tough, bro. And again, you can, my thing what it is, ladies, I love y'all. I really do. I promise y'all I do. But it's just something like nighttime and protection. She should have had protection. Why she ain't have, you know, or isn't it mandated, like, you know, like have a guy work security or have another person with you, 2 females or something? Like, I don't like leaving them out there dolo, like solo dolo like that, regardless of the situation, regardless of anything. Grant, we know y'all can defend yourself, ladies, y'all can defend yourself, but again, it's like, in that type of situation, it's fight or flight, fight or flight, fight or flight. You gotta make a decision. You got 2 seconds to make a decision, because once he come through that door, he is his or her, well, not his, it was a guy, his mind already made up. His mind already made up, so you gotta make up your mind. It's not her fault. It's not her fault. I believe 92% of people choose fight. Dang, I ain't fighting, flighting, flighting. They be flighting, bro. And that's tough. That's tough.
Were there drugs involved with you before this
Yes.
incident ever occurred?
Yes, there was.
But she didn't know, or she just wasn't involved?
I believe she had her ideas, and at one point, she did find some paraphernalia and confronted me with it, and I confessed to it. Ended
Well,
up,
what were you doing?
I was using cocaine.
Did you notice the missing money? Did you ever wonder where all the cash was?
Well, at first, he wasn't taking anything from me. A little bit here and there some things around the house would start to disappear. You know, one night I'm getting ready for work and I turn on the bathroom light and I see something overhead, and it's a can with like holes in it. And well, what is this even for? I didn't even know.
Well, what is it for? What do you do with the pop can?
Smoke
Is that for
cocaine.
smoking
It's
it?
smoking it.
Smoking?
Yes. Yep.
Now see, smoking crack or smoking?
It was
crack.
crack.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I thought I was behind the curve.
You know, and the thing,
Mrs. Carter, what is your drug of choice?
It was the same thing.
Coke?
Yeah.
Crack. You guys are smoking crack.
well,
Yeah.
the thing is, I feel responsible for that in a way. I went out Valentine's Day. She didn't use. She never has even tried it. And on Valentine's Day, we went out and I ended up over to a friend of mine's house, and he had some drugs and we were using. I was on one couch, she's sitting on the other couch, and I'm over here minding my own business, tweaking. I look over and there's the guy giving her drugs. You know, I was angry at him. I was angry at her for even trying it after seeing all the trouble that it's caused me.
You got a lot of misplaced anger going on there, Mr.
Well, I do,
Carter,
yeah.
don't you? Do you see that?
Yes, ma'am. I believe that I feel responsible in a way. You know, she hadn't have been there with me, she wouldn't be, you know, having to recover off of this like we have.
So you didn't have any problems with any substances whatsoever before he introduced you to this business?
I was drinking. I drank
Yeah.
beer.
A lot.
But that's
A
all I
lot?
did.
A lot, or was it a problem?
I pretty much binge drink, and then I quit for a while, and then I.
So you both
go
have
back.
addiction issues.
Yeah, we
I
do.
mean, you both have addictive behaviors, and
We-
that's what that is.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, honey. I mean, I really didn't want to put you in that position.
I know.
No.
Well, how did you function for 18 years as mutually addictive people? How did you function? How did you make money? Were you functional?
We were functional, yes.
You got to
I mean,
work
I
and-
worked. I've lost a few jobs over it, but I've always gone back. I mean, I've never totally given up. I've gone to rehab a few times with some success. That is, I've learned a way to deal with it. I've had relapses after relapse after relapse.
So you stop for a while and then you
Right,
start again.
exactly.
When you stop, do you two stop together, or do you stop one at a time?
Year and 7 months.
Yeah, we stayed
We cold turkeyed
away
it.
from everything.
A year and 7
And-
months.
And then what happened?
It was wonderful.
I really don't know. It just, I guess, we've been in the system for so long with the kids. We have
Oh.
4 kids.
Yeah.
Right. You have 4
And-
children.
yeah,
And what
4
happened to
children.
those children?
They're in my mom's custody.
They're in your mom's custody. Now, is that state
Well-
ordered, or is
Yes,
she
it
just...
is. It's court
So you
ordered.
lost custody of all 4 of your children?
Yes, I did.
Which again, if I hadn't have been using that night, this never would have happened.
I get it. I hear you. I respect it. More power to you. But I'm gonna be honest, bro. Both of y'all guys say, listen, look, this ain't gonna work. It's just not gonna work. Like it's always good to have a partner in crime. Always good, right? 2 brains are better than 1. All right, not me. I ain't going to do it. Come drive. I gotta go to the super bank. I gotta go to the money vault real quick. And yeah, that's what you're thinking. But also, it's double live. It's double the trouble, double the what is it? Repercussions. All of that. It's double all of that. It's just not good. If y'all not good for each other, then y'all not good for each other. That's probably the best thing that y'all could do for each other. We gotta start doing the best thing that we can do for each other. How does that sound? What y'all think about that? I think that sounds fantastic. If you know the best thing for you to do is say, hey, listen, we tried it out, it didn't work. It was nice to meet you. I wish you the best, and so on and so forth. Then that's what we gotta start doing that. Let's start doing that. Me and you, us, we're gonna lock it in. Yeah.
I became angry and I punched a wall and ended up breaking my hand. I
What
called
do
a
you
relative.
think? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I called a relative to take me to the hospital, and the next thing you know, the sheriff's department's out there. Children and Family Services got involved, and we were already on the blacklist, so they took our children. We went to court, and they put them into custody of a relative. So they're in safe hands. I mean, thank God they didn't get scattered out and put in. You know, we're thankful for that, but we still haven't got to the point where we can get them back.
Right.
And it's a lot to do with the. We've tried to straighten up together, but there's so much resentment and anger between us. Every time we argue, we throw stuff in each other.
Because so far I don't know what she's done to you.
Cheating.
Well, there you go. Tell me about that.
I had a friend that I've known since childhood that came into some tough times and needed a place to stay. So I let him stay at the house. I went out one night on one of my binges, was gone all night long. 3 days later, Leslie informed me that she had slept with him, and I was crushed. I was very angry and very hurt because I'd never cheated on her, and she had never cheated on me. That was the first time that this happened. Well, about a year later, actually was the same friend. I never, kicked him to the curb. We were over visiting, and one of his relatives was over, and we used to have a crush on each other, so I ended up getting back at her, I guess. And
sleeping with a relative or
what's
the
good for the
friend's
goose
relative.
is good for the gander, the way I looked at it at the time. But I realized it was, a mistake.
Right.
And this comes up a lot in our arguments. We throw things like that in each other's faces, and there's been instances even after that, where I've cheated.
You went to rehab, right? Mr.
Yes,
Carter?
I did.
Did you ever go to rehab?
I've never been.
When you went to rehab, what did they tell you about living in a house with another addict? Did they give you any hints or clues or warnings or what?
Yeah, I was told by counselors that best thing I could do was leave her because she wasn't wanting to give it up, and then that was going to be a danger for me.
Mrs. Carter, did he tell you about that?
Oh yeah, all the time. But the thing about it is that I really never really used a lot unless he was around me.
Yeah.
That was really something I didn't want to do.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
There's been a few times
Well,
I've come home and you've been wasted.
Maybe a few, yeah.
So you think she's using you as a convenient excuse for her use when in fact she just actually does it on her own?
No, she'll do it on her own. I mean, hell, she went out and used when I was in rehab.
Did you?
I'm there at the house trying to get.
So it wasn't him, it was you.
Yeah, well, I got into that place where, because I know how it always winds up. He'll go away for a few months, and then when he comes out, it's just going to be the same crap over again. So why should I have to stop what I'm doing when it's just going to wind up the same anyway? But then I just decided one day, you know what, I've had enough.
Are you still in the same social circles, or you still have the same environment? Have you changed that?
We have changed that.
We live all the way on the other side of town.
Yep.
Did you move in next to some new drug dealers, though?
No.
New drug friends?
Not even close.
You live in a cleaner environment.
Yes, we do.
Do you travel to get high?
No.
No.
So y'all just getting high at home?
We don't even do it
high
anymore.
That's what I'm saying. For 2 years, we've been clean off the drugs.
What the fuck, man?
And we help each other with that.
So why, you've done the hard part. What's the problem now?
It's the trust. It's just the fact that...
Man, shout out to them. 2 years clean. They were supposed to say that at the beginning of the video. Y'all clap it up, like the video, share it. Share it. What else can you do? Shit, I don't know. Comment again. but whatever you want to put down there. But they should have said that in the beginning. That's a milestone. Celebrate your milestone. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. They man, hard part. All right, we got that out the way. Not if you still working, they still working. And I can't even be mad at them. Can't even be mad at them, bro. They start from ground zero. You don't trust me, I don't trust you. That sounds horrible, bro. But it is what it is. That's where they at right now. But they'll be all right. They'll be all right. Shout out to them.
I would come home sometimes and my living room would be gone. My washer and dryer would be gone.
But that was 2 years ago, right?
Well, yeah, the thing is, it's still there. You know, that was 16 years in the making up to that point.
Right?
And so it's still there. I mean, I still constantly check my purse to see if my money's still there.
Are y'all still drinking, or you just
drinking.
Yeah, we're drinking still.
you drinking a lot?
I've let it get out of hand.
Yeah. See, you're still addicts. You just switched substances,
Pretty much, yes.
right?
Yeah.
Holy cow! Do you ever see your kids?
Yeah, we actually had our daughter over last week, one of our daughters. We can only take maybe one or two
One
at
at a time.
Yeah.
And you
And
know, drink when she's there, right?
We'll have a couple, but only if she's not around. You know, if she's like asleep or something, we'll have a couple before we go to bed. But, you know, we don't. She's like, I'm so glad you guys don't drink like you guys used to. I'm like, well, good.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of times I feel like she's blaming me for losing the kids. I mean, I know a lot of it was my fault, but we were both doing the same wrong things.
So what was the
So,
final straw?
I don't-
Mr. Was it the last time the kids were
The
taken?
final straw, Your Honor, that made me really want to just throw in the towel. I came home from work. Leslie had called me earlier. It was right after Thanksgiving, and she had started drinking, called in sick, lost her job. I told her, I said, well, don't worry about it. Something else will come along. I get home, and she, I guess, being angry, maybe at herself, I don't know, had already started drinking and just blew up and just started screaming and yelling at me and calling names. And I got so mad I wanted to punch something again. So I walked away. I grabbed all my stuff and I left. I left the house. I went and stayed with some relatives. And since then, we've still tried to work things out.
The thing is, I try to communicate with him, and he goes and run home to mama. He can't have an argument. He can't actually talk things out. It's always, okay, you're attacking me.
There's no talking when you're pissed. There's no talking.
There's no talking to you
reasoning
at all. Because
Yeah.
you always take it as somebody's attacking you
Have
all
you
the
two
time.
ever gotten
And you
marriage
don't.
counseling in the midst of all the counseling that you've gotten? Have you ever gotten marriage
Yes, we
counseling?
have.
For a
And what did they
short
tell you?
time.
And what did they tell you?
It's been so long, I don't even remember.
Holy cow.
I didn't really want to go. to be honest with you.
I think you're two good people who are in up to their necks in a bad situation. You're addicts, you're functional addicts, but you continue to be addicts even though it's only alcohol. You both need to go into drug treatment and marital. There's nothing else to do other than that. Is going to drug treatment and marital counseling. And if those two things can't put you in a place where you can live in the same place together without continuing to use, you're going to have to separate. I don't think you two ever will, because your true drug of choice is each other. And you enable each other, you make it easy, that's what you do, that's what you've known. I wish you Godspeed and best luck. Don't worry about those rings. I know you've been stealing and taking stuff from each other all along. I can't make that right. You got all this wrong going on here, and you want me to look at this little piece over there and make some judgment about it. I can't do that. All I can do is say, if you guys can find an extra $600 somewhere, invest it in counseling, either both for your marriage and for your substance addictions. I wish you the best luck in the world. I'm glad your kids with somebody who's safe. If you do get them, don't drink while they're there.
No way.
Just don't. You know, and find something else to replace what it is you do to calm yourself. I wish you Godspeed and God bless, and this matter is adjourned.
All rise. Parties may leave the courtroom.